My experience of secure services is one that's been incredibly positive. My son, prior to his placement in September last year, was in a YPC in the city Edinburgh area. Things were very difficult there, and it wasn't until my son entered secure services that I saw that when the care system get it right, it actually works. Since entering Guthrie, I feel that the staff have a great rapport with one another, which is evidenced in how well the children managed to integrate into life there. Kieran entering secure was very afraid of what was ahead for him, and at that stage both of us, I think, believed that things couldn't be repaired. Since going in, he has started to believe in people again, and in turn started to believe in me. I have felt very supported, and the staff have kept me very up to date with things. They allow me to be involved in decision making, and most importantly, they've allowed me to have the dignity of still feeling like his parent. My son will be soon exiting from Secure to close support that is right next door. So therein is the success of Guthrie, because they've taken a boy who had in excess of 40 plus charges in 8 months, and in a little over 6 months have turned him into somebody who I've found out in the last 2 days will be sitting his standard grade maths. He's only in third year, he's not even 15 yet. So I think that speaks for itself, in that if a child can be given to these guys in a real state of distress and aggression, not at school, not trusting anyone, not believing in himself, to somebody who is moving on in his care plan and is actually beginning to excel in his education, even though he missed about 9 months of his mainstream education prior to going into care. I think that speaks for itself, really. They have been the facilitators in Kieran's recovery and progress, and I would say that they saved my life and Kieran's life. If he hadn't entered Guthrie when he had, I couldn't honestly say where Kieran and I would have ended up at as a mother and son and as individuals. You know, they allowed the rifts that had grown between Kieran and I to heal a great deal. So, when I say they were a godsend, I truly mean it. And they've given us the chance to be able to repair the family that we once had, because when Kieran entered Secure, it was very fractured and there was not much hope in putting it back together. Kieran going into Secure Services was, a lot of people say it's the last chance saloon, it's the worst case scenario, it's a force 10 hurricane in terms of how bad it is. But it really actually made things better. It really, really did. I can't stress that enough. And, I'm actually sad that Kieran's leaving the secure area, not because I think he's not ready or he can't manage or he can't cope, but because they've made things so much nicer for us that I'm a little afraid of where he's moving on to. But thankfully, where he's moving on to is right next door, and the staff work together as one large team in the St Catherine's complex. So today, before I came here, I was at a meeting with Chalmers where he's moving on to, and been given reassurances that the good work that has been started in Guthrie will most definitely continue on into Chalmers, and that there is a plan in place and that it's not going to spiral out of control. And if I know that, then I know that things will be okay for Kieran.